Today's video is sponsored by Vendoo.
Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Lori. If you are new here, welcome. This is a channel all about reselling and I share with you my adventures in thrifting. I happen to be in the middle of a thriftless February, as I love to call it, and this is a month every year on my calendar that I thrift a lot less and I work a lot on my inventory that I have on hand. I try to get through my death pile. I try to move things out. I offer some promotions. So today we're going to do a video where I just pick out my shipping with you. Typically, I like to call these ship and shop videos, and we'll do some shipping and then we do some shopping at the end. Today, we're gonna pull some shipping. In the second part of the video, I'm just gonna let you know how things are going with Thriftless February, how many items I've listed, where I am at my goals, and to see like the trend of what's happening this month. So if that sounds good to you, let's head down to my basement and grab some shipping. Sales have been very slow this week, but I'm grabbing a couple more items. This item I picked up at that Nordstrom sale that I happened upon, and I think I only paid $5 for this Good American shirt. It's very unique. It's got these crazy big shoulder pads on the side, and it's like this cap sleeve. It's interesting. I had it priced at $50 and I received a $35 offer on it, which I accepted since I only paid $5, new with tag. That was a good one. Next up is a sweatshirt by Denim & Supply that I bought and then found a stain on it and decided to list it anyways, and it sold for $25. I really love this brand, Denim & Supply. There is a beautiful graphic of a Native American chief, it looks like, on the front. And that sold for $25. I don't believe that Ralph Lauren does their Denim & Supply line anymore. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I always love the pieces from this line, and I tend to do okay with the resale value as well. So I listed this for $40. I had sent out offers for $28 or $27 with discounted shipping, and then someone several days later or weeks replied with a $25 offer. So that was great. The remainder of today's sales were from my BOGO Sale promotion. That was my buy one, get one free shoes. You can see why I'm doing this promotion. So I'm just going to grab them. Someone scooped these up right away as soon as my video went live. These are Vionics. I had these listed for $68. And then I believe this person got these for free. These we just listed. They're beautiful sandals by Mark Fisher. So $68, I think I had those listed for $44. I think they went together in a bundle. Just looking here quickly, I'm noticing these mucklucks. These just sold. Thank you, Terry. And thank you to everybody who participated in this, because if you participated in the BOGO sale, that means you are either a viewer on YouTube or you follow me on Instagram, and I really appreciate that. So these mucklucks were the free pair, and I think I had those listed for maybe 40-ish, and what she paid full price for is right up there. Okay, so funny enough, these New Balance sneakers we just listed. As Thriftless February is going on, we are finding all sorts of goodies down here. These had sold, and I couldn't find them. And they were up there. They just were not tote scanned or anything because I don't have my shoes tote scanned yet. They're not in a system. Sometimes it's just the hunt. And as you can see, it's pretty packed here. Anyway, I believe I had to cancel this order a while ago. So Tina was like, what are these sneakers, Lori? I'm like, oh, those are brand new Balance, Tina. She's like, let's list these. So they were only listed for a day before somebody jumped on them in the buy one, get one sale. So that's great. So they bought those for $65. They got the mucklucks for free. The Vionics were a new listing, and the Mark Fishers were a new listing. So lots of new shoes that are moving. The last sale that went through, I think I'm going to have to do some digging in here. It was a pair of Donald Pliner shoes that were $44. And I can't remember what they got for free. So let me do some digging. There was a mix-up, so let me just go over my mistake. First of all, these Skechers just sold for $26 on eBay. I just accepted an offer. I didn't want to accept until I had eyes on them. because things have a way of disappearing in the shoe department. I love picking up Skechers at the bins because they're so lightweight, and these were in really great condition. I've been looking for Skechers for my mom, so I've been on the hunt for them in her size, but these were a little bit big for my mom. These sold for $26. I think I had them listed for $35 or $38 on eBay, and I was mistaken. These Mark Fishers were free. I had these priced at $38. Somebody bought the Donald Pleiners that I haven't found yet, and these were free. They paid $89 for a pair of Zoom Pegasus sneakers, and they got Vionics for free. So I haven't grabbed those yet. So these are the Zoom Pegasus. And I absolutely love this brand, and these are in such beautiful condition. I really love Zoom Pegasus. So yeah, they paid $89 for the Pegasus, which are like new. And then the Vionics were free. I paid $12 for these in Boston, and I paid $8 for these. My total cost was $20, and then it was an $89 sale. So even with the buy one, get one, there's still some really nice profit involved for me, so I'm very grateful. And then it's just the Donald Pleiners. I think I'm going to ship these out on Monday morning. We are heading out for the day, but I just wanted to share some weekend sales with you. I will continue this video with sales from this weekend, and then we are going to do a Thriftless February recap, see what we're doing, look in Vendoo, and see how I'm doing with listings and sales. I think you're going to be surprised at what's been going on, so I'm excited to share that with you. I also sold this American Girl from the 90s. She was one of the girls of today, before the line became Just Like Me or Just Like You, and I think now it's called My American Girl. For lack of a better word, these are the more generic dolls that you can get to match your daughter. So this girl is from the 90s. I had her listed for $75 in this outfit, and then she sold for $50, and I was excited about that. But then I come down here and her boots have like disintegrated on the bottom, so I didn't include that in my original listing, so I have to reach out to the buyer, but this is going out too. All right, this beauty also sold. I paid, I believe, $20 for this J.Crew tweed jacket in a size 16 in Boston. Oh my gosh, look at that. Is that like a little pin? Oh, that is so cute. I wonder if that's part of the jacket. I don't know, but it's adorable. It's a little bee. Anyway, I had this listed for $165. I had 20 likes on it, and then I dropped it to 113, and it's sold. So 113, 115, I'll put the sold price. Part of me wanted to hold out, but this is very, I would say, like wintry vibes with the sparkle and holiday. It's just such a gorgeous coat. I'm very excited. That was a great sale. Happy Monday morning, everybody. I hope you all had a nice weekend, enjoyed the Super Bowl if you watched it. These are some boots that sold. My little buy one, get one sale continues. So these are some bear paw shoes. Why do these not look at all recognizable? I feel like these are new without tag, and I got them. Oh no, maybe they're not. I saw this and I thought maybe they were. Anyway, these sold in my BOGO sale. Somebody bought those for $44. And purchased a pair of Minnetonkan sandals. Got those for free. Let's go find them. My famous wine rack full of flats. This is a weird system that oddly works very well. So these are the Minnetonkan sandals. I only put things in here that are kind of very flat, and they work. So these are cute little sandals. I think I had these priced in the $30 range, like maybe $35, but they received these for free. Oh my gosh, it makes me so happy to be moving some shoes out. There we go. There's one little bundle right there. Okay, next up is a dress from Ralph Lauren that I had priced pretty high. It ended up selling for $50, but I think I had it listed as like $89 or $90. This is a gorgeous Ralph Lauren 100% cotton dress. It's kind of like a fit and flare, almost like a 50s style dress. Really beautiful. It's received a decent amount of attention through the months. Yeah, this sold for $50. I was really happy. We went back and forth. I think I sent an offer for $63 with discounted shipping, and they countered at $50, which I accepted. Pulling shipping is just not the same without my little buddy. I miss Lulu on mornings where I'm pulling shipping. This was our thing. Next up was this little bundle here. Funny enough, in my buy one, get one free, I sold 2 pairs of Donald Pleiners. These are some serious platform wedges that sold.
And these are also wedges that are sandals. I just said that I'm not really picking up wedges this season, so I don't know. This is pretty encouraging that these sold. I actually have a lot on hand because I used to always pick these up. These were $19.99. I don't know where these came from. I want to say I got these in New York City a while ago. And then these are some UGG sandals. I'll pop the price up on the screen here. And then these were some other Donald Pliner shoes that sold in a bundle that I featured a little bit earlier, but I just grabbed these. These were the second half to another bundle that I'll share with you. Lots of shoes heading out, and I also have some here on the stairs. So I'm gonna have to grab a bag and get these upstairs, get them ready to ship.
All right, the sun is starting to go down. I had a full day of work with Tina today. We listed a lot of stuff, but I just wanted to go over all of my total sales in total from Friday, February 11th until Sunday, February 12th. I had $676 in sales. It was $600 exactly on Poshmark and $76 on eBay. On eBay, I sold the American Girl doll for $50. My buyer was incredible on eBay. She messaged me. She said, no problem. That happens with those, with the older boots and some of the accessories from American Girl from the early 90s. I did include with her order a small pair of like pink ballet flats that I had extra for the doll, and she seemed to be very appreciative of that, so I included that in her sale. Sent the doll off for $50. And then, as I showed earlier, those Skechers sold for $26. One last sale that I forgot to pull this morning. It was a dress that I picked up at the warehouse sale a couple weeks back, and it was a Free People item. It was new without tag. It was called the Free People Brunch A Bunch woven top. It sold for $54. I think that may have been an offer that I sent out. Let me just see the details. Yeah, it sold for $54. Poshmark fees were $10.80. My shipping discount was $1.72. So my net earnings were $41.48. And that top was at that warehouse, and I want to say it was only $7, and there were a ton of them. The solds didn't look fantastic, but I'm really happy with the $54 sale. Had I known this was going to sell so quickly, I probably would have bought multiples of this item, but it was just like a one-off thing that I grabbed. So $600 on Poshmark, $76 on eBay for a $676 weekend, including Friday. I did sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the bundles that were buy one, get one free. And I plan on offering a BOGO sale every weekend in the month of February. So be sure to follow me on Instagram if you want to see posts over there. I'll try to post over here as well. I'm trying to get better about posting shorts over here. But I do have a survey going on over on Instagram to vote for the next BOGO sale. So you might want to hop on over there and cast your vote. I'll announce the sale on Wednesday or Thursday, and it will go like Thursday through Sunday, something like that. I think that's what I did with this particular sale. Now I want to do a screen share and share with you some of the stats I'm seeing halfway through Thriftless February. I'm filming this on February 13th, so we're almost halfway through the month, and I just wanted to talk to you about how things are going. So I want to give a big shout out to Vendoo. Vendoo is the cross-posting software that every reseller needs, in my humble opinion. You can cross-post on your own. I don't want anyone to think that you can't do that, but for me, Vendoo has turned into more of a hub for me than just a cross-posting service. So I do all of my listings right in Vendoo, and then from there I can blast it out to different platforms. My two main platforms that I share my listings to are Poshmark and eBay, and because of Vendoo, in my case, I have been able to cross list so much more than I ever did when I was doing it manually on my own. You can have 5 listings a month for free. They offer that every month, so every month you can do 5 free listings, and then if you decide to go for it, you can base your plan off of how many listings you plan to list each month, and you can change it from month to month with no penalty. And on any of their plans, they only charge you for the new items that you add each month, which is wonderful. You can cross-post to 10 different platforms. Like I said, I use Poshmark and eBay and Depop a little bit. There's also Mercari, Shopify, Tradesy, Etsy, Grailed, and Kittison. Am I missing anything? I think I got them all. Oh, Facebook Marketplace as well. And one of the things that I'm going to talk about today when I start sharing my screen is how my sales, they are down, and I am listing more than ever. And I think it's a really important time for me to have my items in different places and not have all my eggs in one basket. Now more than ever, when sales dip, I am very grateful to be cross-listing and have a software that makes that so easy for me, because if things aren't working for me on Poshmark, then maybe they're selling better on eBay. It gives you the capability to do that without creating a ton more work for yourself. If your sales are sluggish like mine are this month, this would be a great time for you to sign on and get all of those extra eyes on different platforms onto your listings to give them the best shot at selling. If you do want to give Vendoo a try, you can click the link in my description and save 25% off your first month of service. If you have any questions or comments about Vendoo, do leave them in the comments. We'll get more into the meat of it as I show you what's going on. So these are some of the listings that I did today. I rallied with my assistant, Tina. I think we listed more today than I've ever listed in a single day. We listed 42 items today, 4 of which were relists and the others were all new, but many of them were already listed in my drafts. If you've heard any information about what I'm doing in the month of Thriftless February, is I am trying to get rid of all my drafts, which as you see right here is 248. That's not looking too good because we have listed so many new items and drafted so many new items as we're like finding things in death piles I didn't realize I had. So that number has increased a lot more than I anticipated it would. But the other thing is that I'm trying to list 300 items, and I'm happy to report that I'm very much on track to do that. When I scroll down, you can see where I have things listed. Like this, for example, I only have listed on Poshmark. This is only on Poshmark. Some are listed on both categories, on both platforms, eBay and Poshmark. And if there's nothing here, that just means it is still in draft form. So if I only want to look at my drafts, I can just click on drafts and then none of these items are listed. So this is what I usually do when I go in to do my listings on a daily basis. And many of these items are prepped and ready to go. You can also leave notes. So whenever Tina goes in and does any editing, she will leave a little note over here. So she just wrote notes received from neighbor. This is from that haul that my neighbor gave me. So we know that we go in to do this listing, my cost of goods is 0 on these. So Tina will write little notes, received from neighbor, Tina updated 120. We may want to send these to the Real because these are Acris Puntos. These are just your internal notes. So I think that that's a really helpful thing as well. Also, you can use this label section. I typically will use labels if I am listing something from my own personal closet. And for accounting purposes, Jay always wants to know if something's from my closet or one of the kids. Like it wasn't something I went to a thrift store and purchased. He has that in a different section of his accounting information for me. So that's the gist of that. But one of the other things, and the thing that I really want to focus on today for Thriftless February and my update, is this section right over here, which is analytics. I don't always rely on analytics, but whenever I'm in the middle of a challenge, it's a time that I really want to focus. I'm looking at my analytics. Right now, I'm just looking at the month of February since this is Thriftless February. This is the part that I find really interesting and kind of scary because the number of listings I've done in this month is 114. Compared to last month, this time, January 1st through January 13th, I had only done 42 listings. This is the part that's scary and kind of lets you know where we are, where my business is right now. My listings are up 171%, but my number of sold items is down 19%. In January, I had only listed 42 items and I had already sold 37 items by this point, by January 13th. This month, I've listed 114 items and I've only sold 30. Now, as somebody who talks to people about reselling on the internet, oftentimes people will say, I don't know why I'm not selling anything. And my first question is always, well, are you listing? Are you sharing? Mainly, I'm usually concerned about whether or not people are listing consistently. And I have been listing very consistently, and my sales are still down 19%. Now, my average sale price is up by 5%, $39.40. My average sale price has been creeping up. It's been trending up slowly. I usually say it's somewhere between like
35 and 40 or 33 and 37. I feel like it's more like 35 typically. I don't know how I'm still maintaining this high of an average sale price because I feel like I'm letting go of things for less money, like with my BOGO sale and stuff like that. So I do find it fascinating that despite the fact that I have listed so much this month, my sales are still down. But I'm hoping that because I am really being consistent and listing a lot, and I'm not listing a certain amount every single day. As you guys know, this past month has been kind of crazy for me. I've had some times where I've just had to unplug from reselling, and other days that I'm really in the zone and I'm listing and doing a ton of work for my reselling business. But I'm looking at the month as a whole when I say I've been consistent. Today was the first day that my assistant Tina and I sat side by side and we listed together. And it was really a wonderful combination because sometimes when I'm ready to go make a listing go live, I will have like little questions about a detail in the listing. And if Tina's not with me, I'll move on to a next listing. And on the flip side, when Tina's in here and she's working on drafts and getting them ready to go live, she doesn't always know maybe my cost of goods or what I want to price something at. So having us side by side today, we were really banging out listings. And one of the other features that I love about this analytics section is it shows you the breakdown between the platforms. So still right now, my Poshmark platform is definitely my strongest platform. But when you go over here and you say my average selling price on on eBay is $49.67. My average selling price on Poshmark is $38.43. And I feel like this is pretty consistent that my eBay average selling price is a little higher than Poshmark, which I find is interesting. They also have like your top selling category, your subcategories that are best selling, your top selling brands. And some of this information you can get in your analytics on Poshmark and on eBay. But I like that this has all of my information as it pertains to the different platforms. I also wanted to note that when I started with Vendoo, I did not import every single one of my items. So I still have items that are like, say, 4 years old or maybe 3 years old that I have not imported. So what I started to do today was I went into the shoe category since I just ran my sale on shoes. And I sorted by just in on Poshmark, and I went to the very, very bottom. And these two things were at the very bottom of that list, meaning these were in my inventory since probably the fall of 2018, which is pretty sad. And I had sent out so many offers. It was actually embarrassing to think that I was sending new offers out and people on Poshmark had been receiving offers on these items for upwards of 3 years. So I decided to delist them. They were not in Vendoo, but what you can do, and this is how I started on Vendoo, is you can, I'm going to move my face over here now, move it over here to the bottom. See up here where it says new items, you can import new items and you can choose the marketplace. Typically, I will be importing from Poshmark and it will show every item you have in Poshmark. So one of my other goals for Thriftless February was to get my inventory under 1,000 items. And instead, I've added 100. So now I have 1,400 items in my inventory and I'm still adding more. I knew this was going to be a catch-22. And one of my goals for this month was to go through all my inventory and pull things that aren't selling. That may end up very likely going into the month of March, because I think a first priority for me would be to get everything listed and then go through and start pulling things as I get into the swing of things with Whatnot. Let me know if you are still watching live sales or selling on live sales, if you prefer Whatnot or Poshmark, or if you're still like just team listing. I have not done a live sale since December, but I think as I'm doing all of this clear out, I think I would like to return to Whatnot for a while. I have not dug in with Poshmark sales that are live yet, so I'm curious how you're doing with them. But just to show you here, see how it says already in inventory created and listed from Vendoo? It will tell you the origin of everything. So if I scroll down, we're not going to see anything because I've been listing in Vendoo forever. But some people choose to import instead of drafting their stuff in Vendoo, but that's an option. But I did do it today with those 2 items that had been in my Poshmark closet since 2018, and it was just time to either give them away or relist them. But that's what I've been working on here with Vendoo and with Thriftless February.
All right, everybody, that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed getting a glimpse into how things are going this month with Thriftless February being almost halfway done. Remember to check out my Instagram and vote for which category you would like to see in my BOGO sale this coming weekend. If you would like to learn more tips about how I run my reselling business and come along with me for my adventures in thrifting, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification if you'd like to know when I upload videos. Thank you guys so much. I love you, and I will be back real soon with another video. Bye. If you do want to give Vendoo a try, click the link in my description and save 25% off your first month of service.